But you can start so small. You can just even start like with 2 sentences a day. This is how I'm feeling today. Like, it doesn't have to be this big flowery, you don't have to wrap it all up and figure it all out in one journal entry, but just to write and then to have that to go back to as you go through whatever you're about to experience. It's very healing to look back on too. So journaling's probably my number one thing that got me through, and then I love helping other people kind of establish that practice.
So my own experience is somewhat similar. You mentioned, shuffling the kids around and making dinner. And I think particularly as mothers, we're so busy tending to the needs of our children, our spouses, and we can lose ourselves in that. And what I've observed with the people that I work with is sort of this willful blindness, this being in denial. The red flags are flying that the marriage isn't working for a plethora of reasons, either, often wanting, in my case, I wanted to maintain our family. I mean, I didn't expect to ever be getting divorced. I didn't grow up wanting to be a divorce lawyer. I was a corporate litigator. My ex-husband was as well. I thought we were going to be married and be together for life and all eternity. That was the plan. And so I think it's very common to busy ourselves with the things that need to be done. And also some people engage in what I'll call the numbing behaviors. And I know that you work in this space too with, whether it's work, we can numb ourselves with work, alcohol, marijuana, eating, like online shopping. There's any number of ways to numb ourselves and not face reality, not be where our feet are. So I think journaling, something, part of my practice when I came to the realization that our marriage needed to end was I really deepened my prayer and meditation practice. And I still to this day will do that along with journaling pretty much every morning.
Yeah.
Reading the masters, whether it's Eckhart Tolle or books like yours that you've written.
Thank you.
So that I'm grounded. And then some of the other practices that I've developed that sort of flowed naturally from that are yoga, which is a moving meditation. I think you're a yogi.
Yes.
But in any event, there's any number of ways where we can ground ourselves and deal with things as they are, not as we'd like them to be. And I think that is really important in the first step in moving through this process. Do you have any additional thoughts on that beyond the journaling practice?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I am a huge yogi, and that really developed through my divorce as well, because as an athlete, the moving actually made the meditation possible. I was not so good at sitting and meditating until I started yoga, and I understood what the meditative brain felt like, but I couldn't get there without the movement. And then now, because I have my yoga practice and I understand what that brain state is, I can now meditate. I can sit still and meditate, but I don't think I could have before my yoga practice. So that one's huge. I'm a daily yogi.